I tell you, there's a big story in this. The whole town's scared to death. The house was shaking so much last night I fell out of bed. Now, there's something funny up there. Like maybe they'll fall in on top of us. The people of Morganton have the right to some kind of protection.
Look, Andy, how would I know what's happening to those mountains?
You're the mayor. You can telegraph Washington. They can find out what's going on up there. Maybe get one of those experts down here to have a look.
What do you say, Clem?
Might be right. We could get an earthquake or something. Might shake this old town to pieces.
Yeah. I suppose folks would feel happier if we had some kind of emergency preparations going.
There she goes again. Getting worse every time.
Hey! What's that?
Andy, help me clear the building. Clem, get down to the telegraph office. This is too big for us. We need help.
Message. Urgent message from the mayor for Washington, D.C. Hurry!
My name is John Strock, Inspector John Strock of the United States Federal Police. And where was I that fine April morning in 1910? I know where I should have been, working on the car, getting ready for an automobile race. I'd been looking forward to that race all the year. I even had a chance of winning it. I suppose it's a good thing, after all, that I didn't know what was going to happen in the next 4 weeks.
What? No. Of course we're doing the best we can. Yes, some kind of earthquake. Right, thanks. Helen, has Inspector Strock come in yet? Good. Send him straight up. And Helen, no more calls for half an hour.
Morganton, North Carolina. I can't find Morganton. Walker, North Carolina. You know north, like up.
Hey! Yeah!
Good morning, Miss Ward. Good morning, sir. Hart, Walker, greetings.
Oh, hi, John. Boy, have they got a little job for you. I tell you...
Strock, you're 2 minutes late.
I'm sorry, sir, but I was just thinking that this is the 5th vacation in a row that I've been forced to cancel because of some emergency or other.
Never mind about that now. A volcano erupted in North Carolina.
Well, that's impossible. The Appalachian Mountains aren't volcanic. And anyway...
Listen to me, Strock. We've been asked to investigate.
I'm a policeman, sir, not a geologist.
The government's promised to help. Now, just check it out, will you? Make sure it's not a forest fire or someone been playing with dynamite up in the hills.
Can I go too, sir? Volcanoes was my best subject at school. There's nothing I don't know about, but now... Shh!
Eh? Oh, no, Walker. You're too valuable. I need you here at headquarters.
Oh, gee. Thank you, Mr. Ward.
Strock, can you leave this morning?
If I can get my bags packed.
Daddy, I'll help Inspector Strock.
Thank you, Miss Ward. But I'm quite well organized for a bachelor.
Come on, Strock. Let Amelia help you. Why, I believe my daughter might make a good detective herself one day. She has to start somewhere.
Greensboro, Salisbury, Hickory, Morganton, about 400 miles.
Mr. Strock, a little bite to eat on your journey.
Thank you.
of it. They've ruined your holidays again, have they? They're so mean to you.
Policeman's lot is not a happy one, Mrs. O'Sullivan.
Oh, but look on the bright side, Mr. Strock. You're well out of those automobile races.
Oh, am I?
Oh, indeed. Automobiles isn't natural, sir. If the good Lord had meant us to be tearing round the countryside at 15 miles an hour, he would have given us wheels instead of legs. You taking this, John? Oh, horrible things, guns. They aren't natural.
Don't worry, Mrs. O'Sullivan. I won't take it. Can't fight volcanoes with a gun.
Volcanoes, he says. What next? Don't you go falling in no dangerous volcanoes, Mr. Struck. You'll be cooked like a lobster. Quick as a flash.
I'll be careful, I promise.
It's what Daddy calls a routine investigation. I'm pleased to hear it. Oh, and don't forget your toothbrush.
Inspector Strock, if you go to Morganton, you will never return. Perhaps this won't be such a routine investigation after all. Of course, I didn't pay any attention to the warning. At first, I guessed that the explosions might be caused by natural gas. There's a lot of coal in the region. But what about that note? Who would want to keep me away from Morganton? And what was he trying to hide? Anyway, as it turned out, I was lucky to get to Morganton at all.
Inspector Strock, I presume. Phew. That was a kind of dramatic entrance, Inspector. They said you do auto racing in your spare time, but... Oh. Something wrong?
Brakes failed on the last hill. Someone burned through the brake rods. You know, they really did try to kill me.
And the fire and smoke came from that peak there. Round here they call it the Eagle's Nest. The shaking stopped and then some kind of burning rock went shooting right over Morganton.
It was very strange, Inspector. The rock went up all right, but it never did come down again.
Strange-looking mountain. I want to check it as soon as possible. The Eagle's Nest.
Lou knows the country pretty well. He'll take you up there tomorrow.
Can't guarantee anything, Mr. Mayor. Nobody ever climbed the Eagle's Nest yet. I tell you, that mountain goes straight up and down, smooth as glass all the way. Hope you're feeling fit, Mr. Strock. You can't drive that fancy automobile up the sides of the Eagle's Nest. And I'm warning you, it won't be a picnic. Any stones weren't here last time. They must have come down in the last quake. And watch it. Very tricky stuff. Lou! Lou! Grab this quick. Hold it, I'll pull you up.
Oh, I wasn't cut out to be a mountain climber. Much further to go?
No, at the top of this rise there's a flat bit with some trees. We won't get much higher than that, I can tell you.
Can we camp up there?
Sure, Mr. Strock. We'll camp for the night. Check out those last slopes in the morning. Boy, the eagle's nest. Now that's what I call a mountain.
How long has this been going on, Lou? The earth tremors and fire. I didn't see much happening today.
That's the way it is, Mr. Strock. Nothing happens for weeks, then bang, away she goes. And sometimes there's this weird noise, a humming noise, like one of those electric machines I saw one time in New York. And then the shaking starts.
But you said no one lives around here.
That's right. Watch out! Hey! What happened?
Burned right through.
She's starting up again. Get back under the ledge! Quick! Well, that's it. There won't be anyone climbing up the eagle's nest now or ever.
I guess you're right. You know, I've never seen a rock slide like that before. Almost as if the whole thing was deliberate.
Paper! Paper! United States threatened! Threat to United States government! Special electric wireless broadcast today! Oh, thanks, mister. Paper! Paper!
Strock, you're 2 days late.
Sorry, sir. Something happened. I've got the Morganton report.
Not now. Listen. I am the master of the world. I alone control the terrifying power of science on land, sea, and in the air. I will demonstrate my power for 2 weeks, beginning at midnight tonight inside the city of Washington. Nothing can stop me. My next orders will be carried out immediately and without question. You will learn to obey the master of the world.
Threaten the United States, will you? Yeah. Oh, brother, just let me at him. I'm sorry.
You can see why I'll have to take you off the Morganton business, Strock.
But who is he really?
We don't know who he is. Nobody's ever seen him. If we could only identify him, we'd have a better chance of catching him.
You really are taking him seriously, then?
Direct orders from the president. That's serious. I'm putting you on the case, too.
No vacation?
No vacation. You start right now.
2 impossible mysteries in the same week. First the eagle's nest, and now this second one. $11 o'clock. 1 hour to go. What did he say again? I control the terrifying power of science. Science. Science, that's it. Science. Institute of Science, Weldon Institute of Science, Washington. there anyone you can think of, any scientist in particular, who might have some reason, some motive for threatening the country like this?
Believe me, Inspector, we scientists are a pretty responsible people. There's no one who... Oh.
Yes?
There was a scientist. Used to work here. Very strange. Oh, but that was more than 3 years ago.
Who was he? What's that?
I don't know. I've never heard it before.
Well, I have. Come on!
Inspector, what are you doing? How did you know the Institute would be destroyed? Why did you ask about the scientists? What's this all about?
Doctor, wait. We'll try to sort it out at headquarters. Just wait till tomorrow, please.
Brilliant work, Inspector. If you can predict the next target, we'll be waiting for him, with a regiment of artillery if necessary.
You won't catch this bird with guns, sir. But you might catch him with cunning. That's why I've asked Dr. Weldon along. He might be able to identify the master of the world.
Gentlemen, 3 years ago, in 1907, we had a special meeting of the Weldon Institute of Science. And in conclusion, gentlemen, I believe that when man really learns to fly through the air with safety and speed, it won't be in ridiculous contraptions like this. Flimsy and dangerous, heavier than air machines. The only hope for aircraft design lies right here. The powered airship is the flying machine of the future.
No! Lies! Lies!
Professor Ruber, you're not scheduled to speak. Oh, what?
This is the airplane of the future! You dare laugh at me? I tell you, with my machine, I will conquer the air. And he who conquers the air conquers the world. I will then challenge anyone in the whole world to do what I can do. Out with this! And this! And this! And this!
And that man was Professor Rober. That's a picture of him, there. He disappeared soon after, but he's the only one I can think of who would want to destroy the Institute of Science.
The whole country believes it was the master of the world who did that.
Sir, I believe that Professor Rober and this master of the world are the same person.
What?
Dr. Weldon, you said that Professor Rober challenged anyone in the world to beat him.
Yes, anywhere. Air, sea, or land.
I'm going to accept his challenge.
You?
There's only one way to catch him. Lure him out into the open. Make him show himself.
But how?
The Wisconsin automobile race starts next week. I've been preparing for it all year. There'll be drivers there from all over the world, with the world's fastest automobiles.
This Professor Rober boasted about an aircraft. He may well have some kind of advanced flying machine, but you're challenging him to a road race.
He said he was master of the air, the sea, and the land. Let him prove it.
Inspector, if you're right, and the master of the world is really Professor Rober, he won't resist a challenge like that.
Challenge to master of the world! Read all about it! Paper!
To the man who calls himself Master of the World. I will be driving in the Wisconsin Automobile Club International Road Race tomorrow for the world land speed record. I challenge you to be there. From Prairie du Chien to Dodgeville, Madison, Jefferson, and then Milwaukee. 200 miles.
And I've got federal agents from here right down to Lake Michigan. For if he joins the race anywhere along the way, we'll throw up roadblocks to catch him. Hart and Walker will follow the field.
Gentlemen, start in 2 minutes.
Now remember, if he does appear, just follow him. And don't worry about that precious car of yours. If you damage it, we'll get you a new one.
John. Good luck.
Turn it the other way.
No trouble, sir. All clear.
Faster! Faster! Hart! Hart, look! This way! Get out of his way!
No, this way.
Put up the roadblocks! Roadblocks! Quick! And get those rifles!
Take it easy. Easy.
I'm all right. I don't know how, but I'm all right.
timed that thing, and it was moving at more than 250 miles an hour.
Oh, that's 3 times faster than the land speed record. And then it just vanished?
Yeah, somewhere near Lake Michigan. And here we are, back where we started from.
Not quite, sir. I'm certain that this master of the world is Professor Rover. And we know that he won't miss any chance to show off that machine of his, to show the world how fast and powerful it is.
And we also know that we've got no chance of stopping it.
He said that he would demonstrate his power over the whole country. I don't like the sound of that.
Maybe he'll change his mind. He might not attack again.
He'll attack, all right. I just hope that when he does, he'll make some mistake. There's nothing we can do but wait. And that's exactly what we did. We waited. But then the reports started coming in. Bridges, trains, public buildings, steelworks, factories, even army barracks. Nothing was safe. We were helpless.
Yes. We're doing all we can, sir. Yes, sir. As soon as we know anything. Yes, sir.
Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Charleston, Jacksonville. Cleveland to Jacksonville, Baltimore to Memphis. Mr. Ward, look at this. All the places which he's attacked, Washington, Cincinnati, Birmingham, and the others, see? All on the east. Look at the pattern. Baltimore, Jacksonville, Memphis, Indianapolis. It's one big circle. He hasn't gone outside that circle.
Why not?
Fuel.
Fuel?
That machine of his must run on some kind of fuel. Some special fuel. That circle's about 900 miles across. He must leave his base and then return to it. I think that machine of his has a range of about 450 miles. He's probably got fuel stored all around here.
Go on.
And some central base or headquarters. And take a look what's in the center of the circle. Headquarters of the master of the world.
The Eagle's Nest. But what if that is his hideout? We can't get near it. We've nothing to match that. We can't touch him in the air. We can't touch him on land. He'd probably beat us on the water, too.
The water? We haven't challenged him on the water. Sir, I have an idea that just might work.
Sorry, Inspector, I still don't get this plan of yours. What exactly do we do?
You and Hart take the special search squads down along the northern bank of Lake Erie from Toledo to Cedar Point. Right?
Right. Hey, you know my grandmother lives in Toledo? One day she said to me...
Walker, you're a fool.
My grandmother never said that to me. Sorry.
Take your men and look for some kind of fuel dump hidden on the shore. I don't know what fuel that machine of his uses, but anything suspicious, put a heavy guard on it. I'll join you at Cedar Point in 7 days. But first, I've got an appointment with the Navy.
This is most irregular, Inspector Strock. The Navy never advertises facts about its vessels.
Especially these. They're top secret. Do you know that the Stingray and the Sea Raider are the fastest ships in the entire fleet?
I know that, Captain, and I want the entire country to know it, too.
Inspector!
There isn't much time, Captain. These are your special orders from the President of the United States. And my orders are to stay aboard the Stingray as observer. The whole country is being threatened by a man. What he has done so far is only the beginning. He will destroy entire cities next.
But what can we do?
We believe that if he knows about these speed trials of yours, he'll come to Lake Erie to show the superior power and speed of his own craft. He's already done so on land.
Speed on water is a different matter altogether. He'll need an amazing ship to beat us. But why this great race?
We think that his base is in North Carolina. We want him to use so much fuel chasing you around the lake that he'll have to refuel before he can return home. If we can catch him while he's refueling, we've got him.
I don't like playing games, Inspector. Why don't we just blast him?
Not a bad idea, Captain, if he doesn't blast us first. But this afternoon, the Navy chief will make this public announcement. The Navy Department today announced endurance and speed trials for two of its newly commissioned torpedo destroyers, the Stingray and the Sea Raider.
The grueling 250-mile run from Toledo to Buffalo will really test the Navy's claim that these ships are the fastest in the world.
Right. Forward!
Boy, look at those ships move. That Inspector Strock sure is a lucky guy. Say, Walker, wouldn't it be great to be aboard?
No, thanks. I get seasick when I drink a glass of water.
Increase to 25 knots.
25 knots, steady.
We're 5 hours out of port. I think he'll take the bait now.
Just hope he does, Captain. This is our last hope.
Message from Sea Raider, sir. Craft astern, approaching fast. Am increasing speed.
30 knots.
Increase to 30.
Impossible. Nothing can move like that. Engines full ahead. Prepare for action.
Stand by guns. Stand by torpedoes. 500 yards and closing fast, sir.
She's gonna ram us. Gunners, target astern. Fire at will. Stern tube. Range 300. Fire! She's gone, sir. Direct hit. Reduce speed. 5 knots out of port. Search for survivors. There you are, Inspector. Speed isn't everything.
I can't believe it, Captain. It was too easy. You did hit it, didn't you?
We couldn't miss at that range, Inspector. Anyway, she's gone.
I'm not a Navy man, but I would have thought there'd be some evidence. Pieces of timber floating about in the water, some wreckage. What's that sound?
Sound?
Captain, get this ship moving.
Why? I thought you wanted to check for wreckage.
Hurry! Move this ship out, fast!
It's back. Moving fast. Sir, coming dead ahead. Collision course.
Engines full! Hard to starboard!
Get them aboard. Take over the bridge. Full speed for home.
Sir.
If it's any consolation to you, Captain, you accomplished your mission.
With my new ship sunk? Ha!
Yes, you forced him to use up his fuel. With the Sea Raider patrolling the southern shore these next few days, we may have him.
It's like chasing a tiger with a pop gun, Inspector. Why do you do it?
It's my job, Captain, and anyway, I can hardly wait to be back in Toledo to spring this trap.
Hart, Walker.
Remember, we don't want the men in the truck. We can pick them up later. Right, let's go. No noise.
It's down. That's it. Now!
Stop them! We're coming!
Hold on!
Wait on!
Hold on!
Inspector!
Mr. Stop!
Inspector Strock, you have more lives than a cat, but your luck has just run out.
So has yours, Professor Rober. You can't run this ship without fuel.
So you know. Well, I may have been Rober once, but I am master of the world now.
Now passing Buffalo. Sea Raider falling behind.
Slow the engines. Let him catch up.
What are you doing?
The Sea Raider's keen to follow me. He can follow me. Over the Niagara Falls.
Reduce speed. Fire warning shots.
I think we've got a trapped her. She can't turn or dive, and the falls are dead ahead. She has to stop.
Steering's gone, sir. The current's got us. We're heading for the falls. Run her aground.
Look at that!
And now, Inspector, since you were so anxious to inspect the eagle's nest, I will allow you to see it. Huh? Your first time. And your last. The eagle's nest.
Incredible. But why build all this here?
You should know that, Inspector Strock. They rejected my theories. They hounded me out. They laughed at me. I came here to perfect my inventions in secret. Ha! They aren't laughing at me now. Bring all the documents and papers aboard. And the bombs.
What are you doing?
Silence! This is the master of the world. I have shown you that I am the master of the air, the land, and the sea. I am the most powerful man in the world.
I can't hear him through that static.
It's some kind of interference.
There's an electric storm coming. A big one.
That must be it. Wait.
I've got him.
You tried to destroy me. In return, I will destroy you.
You can't do that. It's madness.
But why? Why destroy the eagle's nest?
I don't need it anymore, you see. I will build my new headquarters on the ashes of Washington.
No! No!
Remove him.
Electrical storm over Washington. Instruments indicate the area is too dangerous to enter.
Too dangerous for me, the master of the world?
No! Now, get this thing down on the ground.
You fool! You can't stop me! Come on. How the... Wow!
Daddy, look! There it is!
It's heading for the Potomac. Come on!
And that's how it ended. I must have been thrown clear when we hit the water. Searched, but they never did find your amazing machine. And today, when I think back, I wonder whether we can ever use science purely for the good of mankind. Or whether someday, flying out of peaceful skies on wings of steel, will come a new and even more terrible master of the world.